Look, holy. Look, I just think of this pyro. I don't write it nor take my time. They spending days trying to think of a lie, yo. The truth before Mark, I sold grams and kept it business with the plug fam. I'm just linking the bio. It's the guy, Gioli, ReverendGioli.com, and today we talking Atlantic Records, man. I don't know what niggas don't get about Atlantic Records and why they just want to constantly fucking go over there. I mean, they have had some successful runs, but if you're a rapper, I get into that later. NBA YoungBoy came out and said the label was basically, sabotaging the project purposely. It was a mixtape and it was #1 and they purposely got it taken off the charts. And basically, just trying to sabotage the project, not supporting. He also said in the past that he never got $1 off of. He's been the highest streaming YouTube act for maybe 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. However long he been out, 2017, 18, he been up to now. He's been the #1 artist on YouTube far as views, and he damn near was putting a fucking video out every day, so he should have been. But he got a lot of loyal fans, and they all fucking 12. They got time to just, just run them shits back all day. So his shit popping. And so he all the videos was taken down too off his YouTube. I guess he had it taken down. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they took it down, but he was complaining that he didn't get $1 from any of those videos, the views, the streams, whatever it was, right? Maybe not the streams, but the video views. Do you get paid from video views? No, you don't get paid from video views unless you fucking, maybe YouTube works something out with like bigger artists exclusively, but like, you don't get paid for YouTube views if you don't monetize them. So I really don't know what he's talking about right there, but he having issues with Atlantic. And so is Meek Mill. Meek Mill came out and said, now his tweets was a little unclear. I'm gonna be honest with you. Meek got to get some type of grammar class or some type of literature etiquette or some shit, because it was hard to read. But from what I could make of that, the Flintstone shit he was doing, right? Might as well carve that shit in stone. I really couldn't. So it was, he was approached when he was locked up about fucking with Roddy Ricch, making Roddy Ricch hot, helping make Roddy Ricch hot. And he did his end of the bargain. And then when Roddy Ricch blew up, they just basically jerked him out of the deal. But it really was hard to think about really how that could be, when it's either one going to be some paperwork behind that. This is probably what happened. This is what I'm thinking happened. He already owed the label money, so they might try to swallow that money into, they keep these artists in the red purposely. As soon as they hit the black, they give you another budget so you could go back into the red. And so they probably hit them with a, yo, look, we gonna deduct it from this. You know what I mean? It was crazy. So they basically cut him out of Roddy Ricch as an artist totally, and they came to him about Roddy Ricch. You know what I mean? They brought Roddy Ricch to him to help him get hot. And I did notice he was endorsing Roddy Ricch a lot at one point. Roddy Ricch first came out, for sure. I probably knew Roddy Ricch from Meek Mill. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And Meek Mill was, Meek Mill do this kind of stuff too. Like, I know personally that Meek Mill, he'll set up a deal to co-sign you for, for a bag, basically. So, man, it's just day by day, right? Before I even get into Atlantic Records, day by day, it seems like more and more Russ is looking like the fucking genius. Is it me? Or is Russ looking like fucking Elon Russ, right? Like, it's his new name, Elon Russ, bro. Like, he be telling all these, like, yo, listen, when Russ say everything he say, everybody get mad at Russ for saying the shit he say. But every single time passes, we see that Russ was fucking right. Everything Russ is saying about the music industry always end up being right. And these artists, they always come out and try to quote unquote shade Russ when he says some real shit. And then they turn around and tell us, no, you're right. Like, basically, without saying Russ is right, like saying he's right. Oh, I got a problem with my label. Oh, I never knew it was in my contract. Oh, this, that, and the third. Oh, I'm not getting paid. Oh, I'm in a 360. Yeah, like, Russ is telling you niggas, like, Russ has been running around America just giving out free game for fucking 5-6 years, and nobody's been listening to this motherfucker. He's just been on tour. Just back-to-back dates of interviews, giving out wild game, and nobody is listening to this nigga at all. It reminded me of when Lil Yachty said, about QC, that he didn't know it was in the contract, this, that, and the third, and maybe I believe I saw some type of issues behind that, or he like admitted that was weird, that he didn't know it was in the contract and shit like that. But these niggas is dumb as they look, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you be thinking these niggas, like, they wear 4 chains and gold teeth and fucking, but you be like, you know what? Under that is a real intelligent motherfucker. I be hearing this motherfucker's intelligent, man. No, these motherfuckers I'm telling you, they listen. I don't want to keep saying retarded because people got people that's actually retarded. I don't mean that when I say retarded. I mean retarded like, retarded. Like, not retarded like that. So, yeah, back to Atlantic. I think that this is the issue. This is the real issue. People keep trying to sign to labels without a subsidiary. I hope I'm saying this word right, because T.I. is going to be mad at me. People keep trying to sign the labels without a sub label under that to help guide them through the label experience. This is why these subsidiaries that's not why they exist. They exist because, independent labels feed major labels, and artists decided, okay, I could be the middleman. I can have my own independent label, feed my artists to the big label. Don't really gotta do nothing. Just put my name, cosign, get my check. They get their check. We split out 50%, however it go. Right. And it's a smart move on the rapper's behalf. Like, I can guarantee you, Young Thug makes way more money off Gunna than he makes off being Young Thug. It's just a smart move. Right? So you think these niggas just want to pull people in because they so fucking real and street and hood and fucking nice guys. But in all actuality, it's the smart thing. They can't get paid from their record deals, but they definitely could get paid from another nigga's record deal. So bringing these niggas in is actually where the money, it's like a fucking pyramid scheme. Like you motherfuckers in the pyramid scheme only get paid off of bringing other motherfuckers in the pyramid scheme. That's why they say it's fucking cost to be the boss, and you got to pay your dues, and you got to get jerked and shit like that's a real thing. Like, your introduction to the music industry is getting jerked. Pause. Like, you have to get jerked to be like an official, it's like a ritual. Like, oh yeah, a jerk, like no homo, like you got jerked, so now you in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting beat up in a fucking gang. Like, or you getting beat up, now you in it. Like, okay, now you're a gangbanger. You know what I mean? So like, that's a part of your initiation, is the fucking get jerked. Like, so, people keep trying to deal with these major labels without dealing with the subsidiaries that are more urban, more street, more connected to what they actually do. So what the subsidiary does, being in the middleman, if they're a good label, they make sure they on top of the label the way they supposed to be on top of the label, to make sure you're not doing nothing whack. Because when you're dealing with these big companies, they're signing Britney Spears, this one, that one, Adele, whoever. They don't really understand what you're doing. You think Atlantic understand YOUNGBOY? I understand. I get YOUNGBOY because I know I know 50 young boys in real life. So I know YOUNGBOY. I could sign YOUNGBOY, and I get that. I'm a street nigga, real nigga, hood nigga, whatever you want to call it. I'm close enough to the soil that I know YOUNGBOY enough to know what's right and wrong for YOUNGBOY. Just on the image perspective, music, shit like that sound cool. They don't know that. They a bunch of, I'm telling you, these labels, they the squarest of these niggas is 490 degree angles. They fucking squares. They playing a guessing game with their own money, which is weird as shit. But when you got a subsidiary, now the subsidiary can hold you down because they right next to you. So if you niggas don't want to come in through a rapper, but if we talking about dealing with labels, not money, not a cut. Of course, your cut gonna get smaller the more people you fucking add to your shit. But would you rather have a bigger cut of nothing or a smaller cut of a platinum album? So a nigga who got clout already at the label, like a Yo Gotti, who already got clout, sign you, boom. Now you dealing with Yo Gotti for real. You're not even really dealing with the label. Yo Gotti is dealing with the label. You're saving yourself a lot of headaches, and you dealing with somebody that got clout at the label that could push for you, that understand, that could keep. So these niggas that keep wanting to sign straight to fucking, look at all the artists. All right, look, do me a favor. This the homework. Look at all the artists that's just signed to a major label, like straight to a major label. And then look at the niggas who signed to a sub label that signed to that label, and then tell me the difference. When you look at the Cash Money rosters, the Rough Riders, Rockefeller, that's where all the successful artists is. Niggas that just go try to sign to Columbia, always trash. The shit is always just bad. Even if it worked, it just looks bad. Like, so that's the issue. Niggas keep trying to, like, they can't see. They need help with the labels. So they got to sign to a subsidiary and then deal with the label that way. Or is this just going to be miscommunication all the time? Because these niggas are squares, like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Which really bothered me because, damn, at the same time, you know, these young niggas killing each other and shit like that, and y'all still endorsing this shit, and y'all super squares. This shit ain't really got nothing to do with y'all. Now, that's a culture vulture, but that's another story for another day. You know what I'm saying? What I want y'all to put in the comments is, do you think that, look, matter of fact, are there more rappers who've had success signing straight to major labels? Or are there more rappers who signed to a subsidiary than a major label who've had more success? Who has more success? Let me know in the comments. I'm the guy G Holy and never signed to Atlantic. Ask Lupe, nigga. Cardi B just had to renegotiate her deal, nigga. Never signed. Niggas been saying never signed to Atlantic for at least 20 years and nobody is listening. They just keep walking inside Atlantic and signing. I don't know. This is why you need to do your. I'm the guy G Holy and something, man. I'm out of here. Academics, I could scroll through 200 goofies a minute.